Mama June came out and exposed that Jessica's ex-wife Shyann cheated on Jessica during their marriage, and Shyann came out and confirmed it herself. So it all started on Tuesday when June decided to post on her Facebook. She posted this picture and she said, since I'm always the one to blame for every relationship not working out, and since it was shared publicly and y'all have been wanting to see who Shyann cheated with and left Jessica for, here you go. Mackenzie's the one in the middle in the red. Y'all are so welcome. So this girl right here, we see her sitting in between Shyann and Jessica, and apparently this is one of Cheyenne's exes, and she was cheating on Jessica with this girl. So then Shyann came out and said, since June has made it everyone's business, I'll go ahead and address it. I'm not going to make excuses for what I've done. What hasn't been shared is that I've been asking Jessie for a divorce for months because I wasn't happy. I expressed how I repeatedly, including that issues involving her mother were a big reason that I wanted out. Nothing changed, and despite asking for a divorce more than once, it wasn't happening. That doesn't make what I did right, and I take full responsibility for my actions, but relationships are rarely as simple as they appear from the outside, and there's a lot more going on than people know. Most importantly, there are children involved on every side of this situation. They deserve privacy and peace. This is something that should have stayed between the people directly involved until we chose to speak on it ourselves. I'm not making this post to argue or justify my choices. I'm making it because only part of the story has been told. What I also don't understand is why so many of y'all feel the need to go attack someone in the comments when you don't know the full story. That's honestly crazy. You don't have to agree with my decisions, but dragging someone else through the mud over something that you weren't a part of isn't right. It seems like some people would rather turn someone else's life into entertainment or make $1 off the drama than remember these are real people and real kids involved. Then she shared a picture of this girl that she's now with now, and this is the girl that June shared in her picture that Shyann had cheated with. I thought for sure that Shyann probably had June blocked at this point, but it looks like that doesn't seem to be the case because June slid up into Cheyenne's comments underneath this post, and she posted a lengthy comment calling out Shyann. She said, but it's okay for you to make multiple posts blaming me, which I said that online that you blame me at the end of the day, Shyann. You and Jessica are adults. You were over the age of 18. I mean, that is a valid point. She did blame June, so June has a right to respond. She said, I didn't hold your hand when you got married February 21st of 2025. I also did not hold your hand when you did that wedding in October in Florida. I told y'all if y'all were not ready, then y'all should not even get married before y'all went to the courthouse here in Jones County. I told y'all to wait, and that is the truth. If you did not love Jessica and you did not want to be with her then why did you even marry her in the first place? That's my question, and it's been my question. But as far as you knowing me or me knowing you in the 4 years that you was with Jessica, I can say I only seen you a total of like 15 times max. And that's giving you grace. But at the end of the day, you are responsible for you. I didn't tell you to go out and F around on Jessica, just like I didn't tell Pumpkin to go out and F Darren. And I also did not tell y'all to have a threesome with Josh Efred. Okay, I can't help that when you got in this picture that you know what she was getting into, what you got into. I'm going to protect my daughter at all costs. Am I worried about Jessica? Yes. Do I think Jessica is crazy for the things that she does? Yes. But at the end of the day, you can even ask Harper. I've never dialed you, and Harper has been in my home. I'll never do that because that respectively, I feel like we have been dogged because at the end of the day, Harper has said something to me talking about what I was told, that you wasn't my June bug anymore, or Ella Grace isn't my cousin anymore. I don't give a F if you and Jessica didn't work out. Kids at the end of the day, or what is a party when she comes into our home, she's treated no different than any other child that comes in the door, and it will continue on that way. It wasn't to be petty, but you had posted multiple people thinking, can y'all guess who I'm dating? And you told people that you don't know why Jessica was protecting you. And I've even said that myself at the end of the day, that I had no hate towards you. But I was just helping people out that was wondering who you were talking about. I think that both you and Mackenzie done wrong because y'all are both married. Y'all should have left the relationship first and then got together. Apparently the girl that Shyann is with now is cheating on her wife at the time with Shyann. So she said, y'all should have left the relationship, then got together. But y'all do what y'all do and stop blaming me for speaking my mind, for speaking what I know. I've stayed quiet for a long time, and there's a lot more that I could say on that post that I haven't, and out of respect for Harper, I've not came on the internet and said so. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Of course, Shyann had to clap back, and she said, and Harper will not be in your home anymore. And that is because of this right here. You're right. We're both grown and we could have posted on our own. I'm not saying what was done was right, but it wasn't your place to put everything out. And if anything, you just made everything worse for Jessie. And June said, and for you to tell people that you didn't want to get married, y'all got married on your father's birthday because you told me you want to get married to Jessica so bad. And it's a very beginning of you and Jessica being together. You had beat her to get married. So please don't get on here and lie. Unlike you told me that Mackenzie used to abuse you and was very controlling of you. That's when you Mackenzie broke up. And now that's been told it was not like that. But that's what you told all of us. And because I was like, why is she back with her if it was that bad? Oh, so she was trying to say this girl was abusive. And now she's with her and she was cheating on Jessica with her. So of course, Pumpkin had to insert herself into the conversation. She called out Shyann for saying, oh, we just want our privacy, when she chose to get with someone like Jessica. And that's true. I mean, we've seen with this family time and time again, anytime there's any kind of drama, all the family members have to join in, make posts, put their input in. They have to go live and go on tangents to tell their side. Pumpkin said, the we just want privacy excuse is actually wild. Every single person involved knew exactly what they were signing up for when they chose the partners that they chose. And let's not forget, being creators is literally our job. Every shady post, every subtle jab, every bit of drama that you choose to put online is content that you profit from also. You can't keep feeding the drama publicly and then suddenly expect everyone else to respect your privacy when it benefits you. And before anyone twists my words, I'm not defending my sister either. She looks like a clown sitting right beside them. But hey, what do I know? And then Shyann made one last post where she finally admitted that she did indeed cheat on Jessica. She said, so let this be known. Yes, I cheated. I take full responsibility for that. I'm not making excuses, and I'm not trying to change what happened. I'm also not saying I wish none of this had been posted. I understand, but when I post parts of my life, I'm opening the door for people to have opinions. When I'm saying that not every detail needed to be made public, especially by someone who wasn't involved in the situation. There are people and children affected by all this, and some things should have been handled privately out of respect for everyone involved. I've owned my mistakes. That's all I can do. For those of y'all going on to other people's posts just to comment about Mackenzie, that's completely uncalled for. If you want to come after me, that's your choice. I've already admitted what I did and I've taken full responsibility for it, but leave her out of it. We've all made mistakes. We've all got a past, and that's nothing new. Yes, me and Mackenzie were together before. And yes, while we were together and I was with Jessie, Mackenzie had children with her wife at the time. We all have history. The past is the past. Bringing up old situations and attacking someone who doesn't deserve it isn't helping anyone. If you got something to say it to me, not her. Wow, it's such a blessing in disguise that Shyann didn't get pregnant with Josh's baby whenever they had that threesome, because then she would have been permanently attached to that family for life. And you see how much drama is going on now that they're no longer together. Just imagine if they still were sharing a child together, and she's already trying to take away her daughter from seeing the family because I guess her daughter has still been able to go visit June and Jessica and treat them as family. But it seems like Jessica is putting a stop to that now after June exposed that Shyann cheated on Jessica. But let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Are you guys surprised? Did you guys see this coming? I figure there's more to the story, but I will say I was kind of caught off guard how ballsy she was with it, that she did it with her ex, and it's an ex that was hanging out with her and Jessica at one point. Like, you go from having dinner at Texas Roadhouse to cheating on her a week later. That's crazy. But you guys let me know what you think, and thank you so much for watching.